Hello, this is Chasing with Carter, where it's currently March 28th. As you can see right now, we have a slight risk down south, but I want to look at these next few days, this next up to 8 days out, honestly, or whenever the last thing is. So tomorrow, March 29th, we can see there is a slight risk including the Wichita, Kansas City, and even parts of like Tulsa, Oklahoma, which is mostly a hail-driven risk with places like Tulsa, Wichita, Topeka, Enid, and Stillwater, all in that hatched risk, 15% hatched risk. Kansas City, Tulsa, Wichita, Overland Park, and Kansas City, Kansas, you're in the 15%. If you are in the hatched, you should probably be more focused on that. Places like Dallas, Fort Worth, the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Oklahoma City, Omaha, Arlington, Des Moines, Peoria, even parts of Wisconsin can see some hail tomorrow. Wind, it's much smaller than parts of the hail, and the tornado risk is mostly around places like Kansas City, Wichita, Tulsa, Overland Park, that general area. If we look at day 3, this is the day I'm going to be out chasing. My chase is southwestern Michigan and northern Indiana. Could see myself maybe going Indianapolis as the most southern, but I really doubt it. Right now, we're too far out to get a tornado probability, but places like Houston, Dallas, Austin, Fort Worth, and Milwaukee, you're all in that marginal. You need to be somewhat prepared. In the slight, places like Chicago, Detroit, Columbus, Cleveland, Pittsburgh. See what other ones we can see. Jackson, Mississippi, Alexandria, Shreveport, Lufkin, Springfield, Jefferson City, Hannibal, Peoria, Grand Rapids, Holland, Lansing, Kalamazoo, Battle Creek. Pretty much most of, if you're not in north of like the thumb in Michigan, you're in a slight risk right now. As well as you can kind of see where the slight risk is. No, duh. But the enhanced for this day, which I could see a moderate being issued. We have places like Indianapolis, Memphis, Nashville, St. Louis, Cincinnati. I don't know what other ones are in there. Springfield, Little Rock, Bowling Green, Evansville, Louisville. Be weather aware these on Sunday. This is Sunday we're looking at. You can see a lot of population enters, like right here, the St. Louis Metro, Memphis Metro, Nashville Metro. I believe that's Louisville Metro, Indianapolis Metro. You know, that's Cincinnati. That's a big metro right there. Same with St. Louis. But you can see Detroit, that's a massive metro. Grand Rapids, Holland area, even Muskegon right there. You're in this slight risk. If we come down here, the summary, a widespread / substantial severe weather episode is forecasted across an area centered on the Ohio / mid and lower Mississippi / lower Missouri / Tennessee river valleys. Very large hail, damaging winds, and strong tornadoes are expected. These strong tornadoes do have the possibility of being long-tracked. That is something that's not on this page. I'm not going to go through all this because this is a lot of wording. I'm just going to go probably throughout the upper Midwest / Ohio Valley where I'm going to be chasing. The models currently are indicating that there's some potential for early morning thunderstorm activity. This activity will likely be tied to the surface low-level warm advection. Some severe risk may accompany these storms. The question then becomes how this activity will impact destabilization across parts of Illinois into Indiana/Western Ohio. Wind fields will still support supercells capable of all hazards, but the overall magnitude of these threats will depend on the degree of surface heating that occurs. So let's say the surface heating does not do good. It's going to be a bust up north. Let's say it overperforms. It's going to be an overperformer. Now we're going to look at these day 4. Day 4, you can see this is now moving out to places like New York, Philadelphia, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Charlotte, Low Cape, High Shear. Gus will be the most concerned of this in like New Orleans, Mobile, Jackson, Birmingham, Columbus, Dayton, Tallahassee, Jacksonville, Savannah, Charleston, Atlanta, Chattanooga, Pittsburgh, Charleston, Richmond, Virginia Beach, Roanoke, Raleigh, Wilmington, Charlotte, Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, New York, Scranton, Binghamton, Albany, Springfield, and Boston. You're on that 15%. Now let's continue moving on. Day 5. So this is Monday. Tuesday. Wednesday, setting up for another severe, potential Midwest severe outbreak. At the moment, it's Low Cape. So we don't know what it's going to be, truly. We're just about a week out from this. But places in this risk, I believe, I can't get exact. I think Grand Rapids is just north of that. So we're looking at places like Detroit, Fort Wayne, Columbus, Indianapolis, Cincinnati, Louisville, Evansville, Bowling Green, Nashville, Jackson, Memphis, Little Rock, Greenville, Shreveport, Jackson, Lufkin, Texas, Waco, Dallas, and Fort Worth, Tulsa, Springfield, Jefferson City, St. Louis, Hannibal, Springfield, Peoria, and Chicago, and Kalamazoo and Battle Creek, and a lot of those smaller communities in that risk. This is another day we're going to be looking out for, but day 7 and day 8, we don't have an outlook at the moment. But if any of these do perform really well, it will be this day. This will be for March 30th. From the morning of March 30th to basically midnight March 30th in the morning to midnight that following night to make it turn into March 31st on the Monday. But tomorrow we'll probably get a better view of where this will be. And you'll most likely get a video from me updating on what the Chase situation looks like. With me, I'm hoping that this Enhance gets pushed up into Michigan, because that would be nice to locally stay in my state for chasing. Hope it performs well. And I really hope that no communities are severely impacted like the Pi Day outbreak, which I unfortunately could not cover due to being out of town at a business competition for my school. I was at Deck Estates in Detroit. It was a fun time, but once again, weather is my passion, which isn't really a business thing, which is funny that I did the business thing. But that does help me get into colleges to help get my education furthered. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. We're coming up on 10 minutes here for this video on the potential for March 30th being a severe weather outbreak. At the moment, we cannot make any assumptions. We cannot assume that there's going to be tornadoes. Just remember that there is the chance that on this upcoming outbreak, which you can see right there, right down there, for Sunday, it has the possibility of producing strong and long track tornadoes. If it does produce these, you need to be weather aware. You need to know your safe place. You need to take shelter if you get put in a warning. I mean, if you get put in a warning on this day, please, 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 for everyone in the weather community, your family, anyone, just be safe, please. If you have family that gets put into a tornado warning, please inform them. Be safe. Be weather aware. Don't take everything on Sunday serious. Don't act like, oh, it's just a normal day. We're in a tornado warning. It's not on the ground. Because based on what I'm seeing, this is also the chance for very large hail. If you're outside and you get hit in the head by that large hail, it could severely injure you and potentially kill you, which no one would like. So, Sunday, be weather aware, be safe, and thank you for watching. Just be weather aware, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. If not, I'll see you on the stream, hopefully. If I stream, have a good one. Be weather aware.